Okay, so this is the ElectraStim EM32E digital electrosec stimulation unit. The unit has a single channel output. The output socket's on the top there. It has 6 LED indication windows to show the output current stimulation intensity level. All the buttons and controls are tactile digital control type buttons, so it's very responsive. You can feel the buttons, they're all raised, embossed, so you can feel them very easily, so you don't really need to look at the unit to operate it. The output socket is on the top there, and on the rear of the unit you can see just some warnings and some kind of compliance symbols there. The battery is just a standard type of PP3, so you can pick those up in pretty much any shop. So if we just switch the unit on, just press the on-off button, and the lights will scroll down just to kind of show that everything is working as normal, and it's just showing the mode light. The yellow light is on constantly, showing that the output stimulation is in constant mode at the moment. That is the default setting. To adjust the intensity level, simply press the up button. There are 18 levels, so each of the 6 indicators has 3 different brightness levels, so as you press, each one will get brighter before it goes up to the next one. So if you just keep pressing, the intensity keeps increasing on the output. When you get to the top 6 settings are the red lights. So that shows how to adjust the intensity of the output. To start with, probably the first kind of 6 levels will be more than enough for most people. To adjust the modes of stimulation, just press the mode button. That's now on mode 2, which is showing that the output is actually sweeping up and down, so there's like a waving effect on the stimulation. If we press it again, that waving now begins to escalate, so it starts off fairly slow, and then it builds up. Once it's reached the fastest speed, then it slows down again and repeats the cycle. So if I press it once more, the output is now pulsing or bursting at a fairly sort of slow rate. It's quite a nice low frequency as well, so it's not just the rate of modulation of the output that changes, the actual frequencies and pulse duration parameters also change as well with every program, so you are getting different sensations with each program as well. If we press it again, now we get the escalation. In fact, this one just does a slow pulse and then a series of fast pulses. And again, the frequency of stimulation changes as well as the modulation frequency. So that just repeats itself again. Press it again, and what actually happens here is the on period of the output is the same for each cycle, but the off or the rest period actually gets shorter each time. So the output becomes more and more intense as the rest period becomes shorter. It then finally holds the output for a couple of seconds before repeating the cycle again. So if we go to the next program, you see what's happening now is we're actually getting an escalation of the pulses. So it starts off with a fairly slow pulse, then it builds itself up. When it actually slows down again, you can see it actually slows down to quite a slow pulse before it starts to ramp up again. Some of those pulses get missed slightly because of the camera scan, but you get the idea there. And that's gone through the 7 programs. At any time, if you want to switch the unit off, to adjust or change an accessory, or to move things around, you can just simply hit the on-off button, and it zeroes all the outputs. So that essentially is it. When the battery becomes low, whichever intensity light is on will start to flash, just to give you some warning that the battery's getting low. But you can still carry on using it until the thing won't switch on, but it gives you a good warning. So that's it. That's the Em32 ElectraStim stimulation unit.